Hi! Hello. Today I'm going to be making a video about a specific synchronicity that occurred to me and why I think it is so significant and why I believe that we just have to listen to the signs from the universe. So, I'll get started. So a few weeks ago, I was at the crystal shop that's by my house, and I was there shopping for some crystals, as you do. Immediately when I went there, I was drawn to the pendulums, and I immediately went to go look at them. And there were so many, and I was like, oh my god, how do you pick? And there, of course, like, you're supposed to pick the first one that you are drawn to, just that one's yours. But you see, I was drawn to like 5. And the way that I am, I was like, wait, but I have to look at them all. I have to hold them all. And oh my gosh, no. I don't. But it's okay. That's what I did. I spent like an hour looking at pendulums and trying to pick one. After looking at them all, I narrowed it down to 5. Eventually, it took like another like 15 minutes. I narrowed it down to like 3. I spent a lot of time like just holding them in my hand, feeling the energy, watching them spin, just seeing how it all went. And I finally picked one eventually. Well, I was like down to 2, I think. But then the third one was still like just a maybe, but like who knows type of thing. So I had to I love making decisions, wow. So I finally picked one. And I was like uncertain about it, but I was like, no, this is the one. Slightly uncertain. And I was like, this is the one. I'm certain. I know. As I said it very uncertainly. And wow, that was the time. But anyway, oh, I missed a detail. As I was holding them in my hand and like watching them spin, one of them, I was holding it in my hand and I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to know which one is right. Are you right? Like, I was just thinking that in my head. And then a woman next to me, she was like, not that one. And I was like, but I didn't say that out loud. I didn't say like, which one is it? I was just like feeling the energy and like watching it spin. And then she was like, don't pick that one. And I was like, okay, thanks. Like, that was the universe talking through a woman. Like, that was just wild. And then I narrowed it down to 2, and I was like, okay, cool. Glad that's figured out. So, yeah, eventually I finally picked one, and I was still super uncertain about it, but that was the one that I picked. And then I started looking at other crystals, and as I was doing so, that same woman came over to me, like, later. I was at that shop for hours. We were there for so long. She came over to me, and she was like, here, try this one. And I was like, what? And she was like, no, this one's so much better, trust me. Just try it. Like, and I was like, okay. And I was like excited. And she was like, no, I'm not crazy, I promise. I just know that this one is so much better and this one would be like perfect for you and you need it. Try it. Like, just talk to it. Feel the energy. And I was like, okay, I did not know this woman. I've never seen her or talked to her in my life, and she doesn't know me, but she knew that this was the pendulum for me, and I was like, okay. And she was like, well, do you understand? Do you understand why it's so much better? Like, this one is the one. And I was like, no, but I was like, well, why? Why is this one better? Oh my gosh, like, can you explain? Like, she was so excited, and I just wanted to understand. And she was like, well, no, I'm not crazy. It just is right. And I was like, okay. And she was like, well, because it's a necklace, and like, you can wear it and have it with you all the time. And she was just so excited. She was speaking so fast, but she said like hardly any words. But it was so cool and so powerful. And she was asking the pendulums questions for me, and then she was like, you try it. And then it was powerful, really powerful. And it's really interesting because one of the pendulums, you know, one of the 5 that I was debating between, maybe 2 of the 5, they were amethyst crystals, and it's an amethyst. So that's just really cool. Like, she wasn't looking at them or anything. She just picked this one and was like, this is for you. And I was like, thank you. That is so cool. And I was thanking the universe, and that is just really cool because I feel so, like, I feel connected to this stone. And I just feel that it was the universe's way of bringing this stone into my life, and that is just so very cool. I would not have gotten this necklace if it weren't for her, and I just think that is really magnificent because the universe was speaking to me through another person, and she felt the connection and I felt the connection to her. Like, I just knew that what she was saying was correct and it was vibing with me, and it just made so much sense. And I think that is fabulous. There was a second synchronicity that occurred that day at that shop, and that is insane. My intention of going to that shop was to purchase crystals for me to wrap, to sell, to give to other people. As Christmas gifts, but also to sell to make a profit, because I would like to start my own business, and I think that would be pretty dandy. So, my intention in going to the crystal shop was to buy crystals so that I could wrap them for other people. And I was struggling very much so, because anytime I'm at the crystal shop, I find all of these stones that are drawn to me, and I'm like, well, I need this stone. I can't give that to someone else. And I was like, oh boy, this is hard. How do you find stones that are for other people? Like, I know how to do it for other people that I know, because I think of that person in my mind, and then I find the stone that way. But if it's for someone that I don't know, like if I don't know who's going to purchase this stone, how do you do that? Because of course I'm drawn to all of the stones that I am attracted to, so how do I do that? And I was there with Bailey, and I was asking Bailey, what do I do? How do I do this? This is a lot more difficult than I thought. How do I pick a stone for someone else? And then one of the employees just overheard me, or she just really wanted to guide me, and she was like, you have to find the stones that you think are ugly. And I was like, what? And then Bailey was like, wait, that makes sense. And I was like, that does make sense. And she was finding stones. She was like, well, just find stones that you think are pretty that you would never wear. And I was like, interesting. And that method really worked. And then the person working there, she was just handing me all types of stones and was like, these would be perfect to wrap. And I was like, thank you so much. You are so right. I love all of these, but I would never wear them. But I know other people would, and that was so cool. And I just think it was really cool that that day the universe was really guiding me through other people's guidance. Other people just really wanted to guide me and help me, and I felt the energies through them. Like, it wasn't just someone telling me something and me mindlessly believing it. Like, they were talking to me and I could feel the connection there. Like, everything that they were saying was all through good intentions, and they all really wanted to help me. It wasn't like that woman wasn't just trying to sell me stones so that I could buy something. She genuinely wanted to help me, and I think that is fabulous. So, I guess that was just a little story of synchronicities, and that the universe is talking to you in so many different ways, and you just have to listen and figure out how. Another fun fact, another way that the universe was talking to me that day is just the stones that I was attracted to all had the same message. They were all really about aligning with my crown chakra and the higher realms and like that type of a connection. They were all really aiding in that, and they were aiding in communication to the higher powers and etc. They were all also aiming towards self-love and protection. And I think that's really cool, because when you're drawn to a stone or multiple stones and they all have the same meaning, that's because that is what you need in your life, and those stones are trying to attract themselves to you because they want to help you too. And all of the stones that I was attracted to all had the same message or a very similar message, and that was just amazing that the stones wanted to help me, or that the universe was sending these stones into my life with these properties to bring the awareness to me that this is what I need in my life. And I think that's really cool. So, in conclusion, listen to the universe. The universe wants to guide you. The universe wants to help you. Sometimes it wants to do that through other people. So other people will randomly come into your life and try to help you. Or sometimes it'll do that through objects or nature, such as crystals, or seeing certain animals, or hearing certain sounds, or etc. Sometimes you will quite literally see a message or read a message, like an article online, or you'll see some words posted up on a wall or something. Just, it can be as literal or as figurative as you would like to believe, but the universe does want to help you, and the universe does want to talk to you. And that is my recent experience with that, and I just wanted to share that because it was really cool. And I just want to bring awareness that you guys should all be listening and paying attention to all the things that you manifest into your life, because it probably is trying to help you, or it's trying to send you a sign that will further help you on your path in life. So, I hope that this video was helpful, and I hope that you enjoyed or learned something from this video. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, morning, evening, night, whatever time of day it is. And I love you all, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I appreciate it so very much, and thank you. I hope you have a wonderful life. Look at these cute earrings that baby